So I've been getting a ton of comments asking what rooftop tent to buy for a first overlanding setup, and honestly, there's just a lot of noise out there. Every brand claims they're the best. Every video says buy this one, and beginners end up more confused than when they started. So today I'm breaking down the top 5 rooftop tents that actually make sense if you're just getting into this, looking at setup time, price, how forgiving they are if you mess something up, and whether they're actually worth your money. All the links to grab these are down in the description. Let's get into it. Okay, first up is the Smittybilt Overlander GN2 rooftop tent. And honestly, if you've spent 5 minutes on any overlanding forum, you've seen this tent. It's like the entry point everybody starts with, and there's a reason for that. It's a soft shell, so setup isn't instant, but it's not bad either. A few minutes and you're done. What I really like is that it's accessible from both sides of the vehicle, which sounds like a small thing until you're parked somewhere weird and you can't get out one side. The ladder is 18 inches wide too, so it's like 6 inches wider than most. And yeah, that actually makes climbing in and out a lot less awkward, especially at night half asleep. The mattress is high-density foam, fire retardant, sleeps up to 3 people comfortably-ish. And everything, bedding, pillows, all that, stays inside the tent while you're driving, so you're not losing storage space in your trunk. That's honestly clutch for a beginner setup. Is it fancy? No. Is it the tent every single overlanding beginner starts with for a reason? Yeah, kind of. Link for this one's in the description too. First one on the list. Pros. Accessible from either side. Nice. Wide ladder. Easier to climb. Keeps bedding stored inside always. Huge community support. Tons of tutorials. Cons. Soft shell means a slightly slower setup. Mounting rails need separate installation. Number 2, the Overland Vehicle Systems TMBK 3-person rooftop tent. So this one's the OVS TMBK, and this is basically the tent people recommend when they say don't overspend on your first one. It's priced really reasonably, but it doesn't feel cheap, which that combo is rare. The big thing here is the mounting system. It's designed to fit like 99% of racks out there, OEM or aftermarket, so you're not stuck figuring out some weird proprietary bracket situation. For someone who's never installed a rooftop tent before, that matters a lot more than you'd think. Setup's under 5 minutes, which is solid for a soft shell, and it's rated for 4 seasons, 600D polycotton canvas, waterproof rainfly, so it's not going to fall apart the first time it rains on you, which, let's be honest, it will at some point. Only around £100 too, so it's not going to crush your roof rack or kill your gas mileage as much as some of the heavier options. And if you ever want more space down the line, there's an annex room you can add on, so it kind of grows with you. Compared to the Smittybilt, this one's a little lighter and a touch easier to mount, but honestly, they're pretty close in the beginner soft shell category. Not a huge gap. Pros, fits almost any roof rack easily. Lightweight, around £100 total. Insulated base helps in cold nights. Annex room available if needed. Cons, soft shell setup still takes a few minutes. Canvas needs occasional re-waterproofing. Number 3, the BAMACAR Naturnest rooftop tent. Alright, this is where things get interesting because the BAMACAR Naturnest is a hard shell and it's priced way lower than what you'd expect for a pop-up tent like this. Like, hard shells are usually the I'll buy this after my 3rd camping trip upgrade, but this one's actually approachable for a first tent too. Setup is wild. Like 30 seconds, using gas struts rated at 8,000 newtons, which is honestly more than a lot of pricier brands offer. And they claim it holds up for 45,000 open-close cycles. So that's basically, you're not wearing this thing out anytime soon. The shell's aircraft-grade aluminum, fabric is rated 5,000 millimeters waterproof, UV protected, and there's actually an air conditioning duct built in if you want to hook up cooling or heating. That's kind of a nice surprise for something in this price range. Inside you get a 5cm mattress, blackout fabric, so it's actually dark in there, which if you've ever tried sleeping in a tent that lets sunlight blast you at 6 AM, you know why that matters. Plus LED strip lighting, USB outlets, and a bunch of storage pockets. Honestly, this one kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting a hard shell at this price point to feel this complete. Pros, pops up in under 30 seconds flat. Genuinely dark, blackout interior fabric. Built-in AC duct for real seasons. Tons of storage, LED lights, USB. Cons, aluminum shell adds some weight, fewer size options than soft shells. Number 4, the Sanhima Lite rooftop tent. This is another hard shell, but it's built around being slim and light, which is a totally different angle than the BAMACAR. At just over 4.5 inches when it's packed down, this thing is stupidly low profile. Like, it'll fit in a lot of home garages without you needing to move it, which honestly, not many rooftop tents can say. And weight-wise, it's noticeably lighter than most hard shells in this category, so if you're mounting this on a smaller SUV or a crossover, it's not going to be sketchy on your rack. Setup's quick too, using the same kind of gas strut system as the rest of the Sanhima lineup. Inside there's a memory foam mattress just under 2 inches thick and a tricolour LED strip. And the Sanhima series in general has a light mode built specifically for repelling mosquitoes, which is a cute little detail for beginners who haven't dealt with bug season in a tent yet. It's rated 5000mm waterproof, UV50+, aluminum honeycomb shell. Pretty much every box checked for someone who wants their first hard shell to just work without babying it. Quick comparison. Versus the BAMACAR, the Hottom Lite is slimmer and lighter, but the BAMACAR gives you more built-in extras like the AC duct. So it's really a trade-off between sleek and light versus feature-packed. Pros: incredibly slim profile, fits garages, lighter than most hard-shell tents, fast 30-second setup, gas struts, mosquito-repelling LED light mode. Cons: interior feels tighter for 2 people. Fewer accessories included than others. Last one is the ARCTWONDER rooftop tent. So this is the ARCTWONDER, and the reason it made the list is honestly just the solar panel. It's got a built-in 12-volt, 216-watt solar panel with a multifunction outlet so you can charge your phone, a power bank, whatever, without draining your actual vehicle battery. For a beginner who's maybe nervous about being off-grid and losing power, that's a genuinely useful safety net. Setup's fast too, around 10 seconds with the gas struts, and when it's closed, it's only about 7 inches tall, which barely changes your vehicle's profile at all. Interior space is 85 by 52 by 59 inches, fits 2 adults plus a kid or a dog comfortably. Build quality seems solid, 320-gram waterproof polyester, sealed seams, 5,000 water resistance rating, and it comes stacked with extras: LED strip, anti-condensation pad, mattress, ladder, the whole kit basically included in the box. Is the solar panel a total game changer? Maybe not for every camper, but if you're the type who's already thinking about power banks and off-grid setups, this just saves you a step. That's a nice little bonus for a first tent. Pros: built-in solar panel, charges devices, super low close profile, 7 inches, fast setup, only about 10 seconds. Comes with basically everything included. Cons: less established brand, newer to market. 2-person capacity, not great for families. If you want the safest, most beginner-proof pick with the biggest community backing, go Smittybilt GN2. It's not flashy, but it just works, and everyone's used one. If you want the best value without overspending, the Overland Vehicle Systems TMBK is really hard to beat. But if you're leaning toward a hard shell for your first tent, which honestly isn't a bad idea anymore given the prices, the BAMACAR Naturnest is probably my pick. Fast setup, genuinely feature-packed, and it didn't feel like a budget compromise. Sanhima Hottom Lite is your move if garage space or weight is a real concern for you. And the ARCTWONDER is for the person who's already thinking a step ahead about power and off-grid stuff. That solar panel's a nice little edge. Hopefully this helped you figure out which one's right for you. Let me know in the comments which one you're leaning toward. All the links to grab these are conveniently placed down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.